What do you do if a man does approach you and your girl and he tries hitting on her?
Oh man, that's every guy's worst fear.
This actually just happened to Raquel and I. It had been a while since we had some responsible adult fun. You know, we made plans with my cousin, Raquel's best friend, to go to a bar. And while we were there, we were all just having fun. People.
I'm gonna tell you people something, man. Me personally, I've never liked the idea of going to bars or clubs with your woman. You know, that's for the single dudes, bro. If you're married and you got kids, man, you're a family, man, don't go to the bars, don't go to the clubs, man. That's where single guys go to pick up women, bro. And they wolves, they young, they horny, man, they aggressive. You know what I'm saying? So when you go to these places, man, there's a possibility that something like this might happen to you.
Are noticing Raquel. Doesn't bother me because, you know, obviously I was attracted to her, so why wouldn't other people be attracted to her? And, you know, throughout the night, she was dancing. We were all dancing, having a good time.
You see, that what he said right there to me is a little bit of a red flag, though. He said she was dancing, meaning she was dancing alone. So if this guy went over there and approached her, maybe he was reading the room. Because just because two guys are there with two girls doesn't necessarily mean that they're dating. That does happen, you know. So he said she's dancing, meaning she was alone on the dance floor. Maybe he picked up on the body language and be like, I don't think they're together. And maybe that's why he risked it.
This guy that came up and started talking to her told her she was very attractive. He wanted to buy her drink. She told him, I'm here with my husband. And she was trying to let him down easy, right? Told him she appreciated the compliment. Then, you know, he insisted, but nothing too aggressive, nothing too pushy. And I was just there, right? And I'm just standing directly behind her, but not right next to her, just smiling, laughing, because...
You see, that's another thing right there. You know, why are you standing directly behind your woman? Whenever you go out with your woman, you should make it very clear to the room around you that that's your woman. There should never be any space between ya. You should never be behind her. Like, the room needs to know, oh, no, she's with him. Like, it's clear, it's obvious. Because that's how you avoid misunderstandings.
You know, it takes balls, right, to to hit on someone and like her man.
That laugh right there was the laugh of discomfort. Like, yo, I cannot believe this happened to me.
Was right behind her. So like a part of me, like the me from my single days, that's like, damn. And then there was also the part of me that's like, bro, my wife is so hot that she's got dudes ignoring the social norms, right? But like all around, I took it as...
He's not ignoring social norms, man. He's either one, thought she was single because maybe perhaps you guys didn't look like a couple, or two, he just looked at you and he was like, yeah, this guy's a herb. He's a combo. I don't care. I'm going to go and he's going to do nothing about it. And that's where his courage came from.
Compliment. After she was done talking to him and like he got shut down, he came up to me and he's like, damn, bro, what's up with you? I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, well, you know, like, your wife's hot, you're not acting threatened. I'm like, bro, because it's not that serious, man. It's not that big of a deal.
The one thing he did right, though, was that he allowed her to handle it. In a situation like this, what you want to do is let your woman handle it because you want to see how she handles it. You know what I'm saying? Some girls will go along with it. Yeah, that happens. You know, so the fact that she shut him down, you know, that's a good thing.
I said, look, if you can beat 13 good years, 3 kids, the relationship that we have built over those 13 years, I'm curious. I want to know what you got to offer that would make the type of woman that she is walk away from all that. Because what I know about Raquel...
A lot of times they don't have to offer much. It could just be a lust, you know? Some people get curious, man, after that amount of time.
...is that she's not materialistic. No one can flash anything in front of her that she would like that would make her want to stop being a mom.
That sounds like a good woman.
A friend, a wife, a partner. Why would I need to get insecure? Very short, dude ended up apologizing, said we obviously got something good going on. Then some young kid was trying to hit on Raquel, and he was all over the place with his pickup style.
Oh, damn. So there was 2 people that tried to hit on your girl. Oh, see? At first, I was kind of giving him the benefit of the doubt. You know what I'm saying? But now 2 guys try to hit on your girl, your wife, the same night at a bar. The body language definitely there was that of a man that nobody felt threatened by. The vibe there maybe perhaps would have been like, oh, that's probably her best friend. You know, maybe he's a friend zone. Maybe he's some guy that's interested in her. But if one guy does it, that could just be a ballsy dude who had too many drinks. You know what I'm saying? But when 2 guys do it and then a younger guy, that just means that, bro, you're not really claiming your territory, man. Nobody there sees you as an active threat. And that's a problem. You know, that's a problem, guys. I'm sorry. When you're in the room with your woman, people need to feel that she's there with a man.
We just laughed it off, kept having a good time. But I think the important thing is, you know, talk about these things. If you're at the early stages of a relationship, talk about these things. Talk about what ifs, right? Because I think that's one thing that Raquel and I have done pretty well is just talk about all the what ifs, and we keep finding what ifs, and we keep talking. And that's how we've been able to get to know each other. It's just talking, right? I've never felt like I need to lead her anywhere because she is a grown woman. She can make her decisions.
I'm sorry, man. Based on the tone of his voice, based on the way he keeps looking away, you can hear how uncomfortable he is. You can hear that he really knows what was going on. You can tell that he felt like, damn, these guys have no respect for me as a man. And I mean, I'm not saying that the right thing to do is to start swinging. That's never the right thing to do. But again, it's like if this happens to you 2 times in one night, bro, that just shows you that the energy you're giving off from across the room is not that of her man. And that's a problem. So if I was you, dude, I'll either stop going to bars and clubs, bro, or at least look like you're claiming your territory when you get there, bro. Guys pick up on that shit real quick. Nobody ever wants to see themselves in this situation because your natural response is going to naturally be an aggressive one because of the level of disrespect that is. But as a man, you got to keep your cool, see how she handles it. If she said, no, thank you. If the guy continues, now you got to step up to the plate. It's like, hey, my man, you didn't hear her? And then whatever happens after that, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But you got to let the guy know that she's with somebody, because if he's continuing to pursue her after she said, yo, I'm here with my husband. Like, this is my husband right here. And the guy's like, yeah, I don't care. You're beautiful. What's up? Let me get you a drink. That's not happening. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give you an example, right? Like, this has never happened to me. And I've been with my wife for almost 11 years. I got 3 kids. And I've been with my wife everywhere. We've been, to bars. We've been to clubs, restaurants. We've done the nightlife thing, And there has only been 2 times where a man has approached us, right? And the first guy that approached me, right, he approached me to give me props, right? Because, my wife is attractive. So this motherfucker was looking at me, man. He was staring at us from, across the room. And he was some weird looking fucking fat, bald guy. You could tell this guy gets no girl. The guy literally came up to us. I remember we was eating, we was at Applebee's. It was probably like around 10 p.m. around there, something like that. And he came up to me, whatever, he gave me like props and stuff, for having a beautiful woman. I looked at this guy like, what the fuck is wrong with this motherfucker? But whatever. And then the second time, somebody came up to me, right? And he shook my hand, he introduced himself, and he said, oh, you guys are a beautiful couple. Again, when I looked at him, I was, like, whatever, thank you. But I didn't really entertain it too much, because at the end of the day, what that guy was doing, that guy was slick. He wasn't complimenting me and my beautiful relationship. What he was doing subliminally was sending my wife a message like, I think you're beautiful, but he didn't want to disrespect me, because he knew and understood that if he did that, he could have had a problem. So the way that he disguised spitting game to my wife was by going up to me, shaking my hand, introducing me, not even looking at her like that, right? Saying, oh, you guys make a beautiful couple. Said, thank you. He kept it moving. I didn't entertain the conversation. I didn't try to know who the fuck he was, or none of that, because at the end of the day, you got to know what's going on, man. You can't be stupid out there, you feel me? But yeah, that's what he was doing, man. He was feeling her out. He said, you guys make a beautiful couple, right? If he sees that my woman starts to giggle or laugh or answers, oh, man, it's free game. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even tripping at that point. If that's the reaction that the guy gets, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Don't hate the player, man. Hate the game. I don't like that. So you got to make sure that whenever you go somewhere, people feel you. They know that there's a man present. If you go in there with that soft energy, man, and you don't really look like you're claiming your woman, I can see this guy. He looks like a very nice guy. You know what I'm saying? And that's the problem. I don't know. Me personally, man, I've never really been about that nightlife. I've never really been a big fan of a nightlife when you're in a relationship. That to me makes no sense. That life is for single men who are out there hunting. That's what I used to do when I was a young buck. After I got into a relationship, you still do it here and there and stuff, but it wasn't like a thing for me. Like, I don't need to be in that kind of environment, because I know what happens in that kind of environment. You know what I'm saying? I was that guy at one point. You know what I mean? If you're in a marriage, you're in a relationship, avoid the nightlife. And if you do happen to go out with your lady and friends, let it be known that that's your woman, bro. And even if your energy is felt, that doesn't mean that on her way to the bathroom, somebody's not going to try to get game to her, because he might have not seen you together. That's just the shit that happens, people, man. Stay home. Drink with your friends at home, man. But yeah, people, man, if you like the content, man, if you like the shit I'm talking, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. I got merch, people, so make sure you go check that out. Peace.